Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out for tonight on January 3rd, 2022, on this Tuesday night at 9:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it reads from RT.com. Japan's militarization, a security threat. From Russia says Tokyo plans to deploy supersonic missiles on the island of Hodelko represents a serious challenge according to Moscow. It says a testing of the Onyx cruise missile by the Bastion Coastal Complex of the Pacific Fleet, Ministry of the Defense of the Russian Federation. Moscow stands ready to throttle threats from a Japanese military buildup near Russian islands in the Far East. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Andriy Yerdenko has said. The statement came after Japanese broadcaster NHK cited the country's defense ministry in late December as saying that Tokyo was planning to deploy supersonic missiles on the island of Hodelko, which borders Russia, Kuril Islands, the southern part of which Japan claims as its northern territory. Moscow has condemned the move at the time. We are considered Tokyo's activity a serious challenge to the security of our country and Asia Pacific as a whole, Rodenko stated in an interview with TASS news agencies on Tuesday. If such practice continues, we will be forced to implement appropriate retaliatory measures in order to block the military threats. Russia faced the diplomatic added condemning the explicit militarization of Japan and the unprecedented increase in its military budget. In 2017, then Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe unveiled a plan to revise the country's Pacific Constitution adopted shortly after World War II under the auspices of the U.S., although the document bans Tokyo from maintaining a standing army. Japan has formidable self-defense forces. Abe said at the time that the reform would make their status explicit. Last month, Japan government approved a $51 billion defense budget. The fiscal year 2023, Tokyo also revived its national security strategy, allowing for the acquisition of counter-strike capability. It has become increasingly difficult to fully address missile threats, with the existing military defense networking alone. Minister Fumo Hadoki said in a December citing threats from China and North Korea. Japan today, with many Western countries imposing sanctions on Russia following Moscow's military offense in Ukraine launched last February of last year of 2022. It has also sent military supplies to Kyiv, including the flat jacket and the helmets. Russia has since blacklisted several top defense officials, including Kadisha, for waging an unprecedented anti-Russia campaign. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it reads, "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet." Mark 13 and 8, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows." This is the book of Luke, chapter 21. Salakia. I meant to say Luke 21 and 9. Salakia for that. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." Yeah, so we're definitely going to hear these rumors of wars increasing between the different nations and different kingdoms as well, too. So with that, that's all I wanted to bring out of this latest news article report that just came out in regards to the wars and rumors of wars between the different nations and different kingdoms as well too. As you see, China militarization is a security threat according to Moscow. In the region, in that area, they was going to deploy more ships, more missile system capability over there in that region. In Moscow, they see that as a threat, so that's what you call a war, a rumor of war. So these rumors of wars are definitely increasing. So it's gonna heat up even more and more as we hear more news stories of this and relates to the wars and rumors of wars. So with that, I hope this was edifying with the news article that I just read as of January 3rd, 2023 from RT.com. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Makakadash. Double honors to the elders who preach the word truthfully and sincerely, and shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and above.